Hey y'all, this is Southern Woods here. Welcome to another video. As the title suggests, as New Year's is rapidly approaching, this video is going to kind of recap and talk about how this year has been for the channel and where we're headed in 2025. I'll try to segment that in the chapters if you only want one side of the story, I suppose. If you only want to look in the past or only want to look in the future. And I apologize ahead of time. I decided to film this after eating dinner, and whatever I ate is not sitting well with me. So my stomach is making noises that I really hope do not catch on camera. But this has been a crazy year for me and the channel. There's been a lot of peaks and valleys, I guess you could say. A lot of good moments and a lot of trying moments this year, mainly personally, but with the channel too. In late April, early May was when I decided to do YouTube full time. I was like, all right, screw this. I'm going to try to make it my career. I really chase my dreams here. And I gave myself a goal and a time period to get 1,000 subscribers, so double the amount I had then by 1 year after. So by this upcoming April or May. And as you all see now, if we haven't hit it already, we are very close to hitting 1,000. So very grateful for that. So I will be doing YouTube another year at least in 2025, continuing to chase down these dreams and hoping that I can get at least 2,000 subscribers by the following spring. So yeah, I started going full-time into it, dedicating all my resources and energy and effort. See, I don't know if you heard that, but don't want that to happen anymore. Filming, editing, other type of YouTube related things, working during the day, working at night, the weekends oftentimes. I do have kind of a part-time job a couple days a week just to get a little bit of income flowing and to help sustain the channel. But it's been a grind, but it's also been fun. It's been quite the learning experience. I think I've learned more doing YouTube this year full-time than I have the previous 6 or so years I've been making content. So there's been a lot to learn, there's been a lot to overcome, and there's been a lot of joy from it, I have to give, all the glory and thanks to God Almighty. The Lord up above has been watching out for this channel, really giving me hope and inspiration and courage. So it's been a good year. Just to highlight some of the other things that happened besides the recent success of a couple of my Ages of Conflict videos, which has gained me a lot of subscribers, views, and watch hours. That's been really, really helpful in this final stretch of the year. So thank you to everyone who have seen those videos and have subscribed from those couple videos. Very happy that y'all are here, and I hope that y'all stay and enjoy the content to come. I really switched between, the Ages of Conflict simulations. I had that going on constantly through the year. I had the brand tournaments. I had my outdoor videos, and one of the big projects regarding that was the Tour of Tuna series that we did in the spring and summer. Many episodes were filmed. As you said, there's almost 20 episodes, and a lot of it was filmed, in the dead of summer. Parts of that project were egregious, but it was very rewarding and very fun just to kind of get out and do something different regarding fishing, and to kind of make the map was really cool. So I'm very happy with that series. It did pretty well overall. And since, specific spots in Altoona are something that people are probably always going to be curious about and look up over time, it should have a slow but steady increase of viewership and attention. So I was pretty proud about the Tour Tuna overall. I have one more episode to film, but I'll probably save that for next fishing season, of course. I got my first buck on camera. Or at least, what I mean, but I shot my first buck, period. And so it was my first successful personal hunting video. I know Anthony's gotten a couple on this channel for me, but that was, of course, a big achievement that I'm proud of. And then, of course, Blitzball was another one of those big projects that we did right after the Tour of Tuna. That went differently than how I intended, and technically it's still going on. The championship games probably won't even come out till late January, and however, it was really fun. And as I said, I've learned a lot. And a lot of the knowledge and experience that I've gained has been from all of those, the hunting, the Ages of Conflict, the Blitzball, Tour of Tuna. So all those projects and then the consistency of the other videos has been really paying off and really fun. And I feel like I'm just rambling now. As y'all know, I don't really make scripts for these type of videos or any of my videos, so I'm kind of just going with the flow and trying to say things as it pops in my mind. But 2024 for the channel, really good, really hopeful about the future. Let's talk about the future, 2025. There will be a few more montage videos that are released after this one, but early mid-January, the usual schedule, I guess, is gonna roll back out, between Ages of Conflict, the brand tournaments, some sort of outdoor videos, and then some food and drink stuff, of course. I'm going to try still stay constant with posting a video every other day and a short every other day. I have a lot of Ages of Conflict lined up, so I'm not worried about that drying up. The brand tournaments, though, only a select few people really buy into that and are consistent in watching it. It's probably my lowest performing content that I make. So I think I'm going to dial it back and just make shorter tournaments, something that I can do in one video rather than 3 separate ones, and making 3 hours of content that doesn't really get viewed. So I'm not stopping. I'm just kind of shooting for, I guess, brands or categories with less competitors so I can knock it out in one video instead of, 32 seeds, do some that's less than 15 seeds or so. So that's something that I'm going to kind of change. Of course, winter is my metal detecting season. I'm trying to get permission for some different properties because the properties I have permission to metal detect now, it's getting kind of dry, right? I've kind of already metal detected most of it aside from a couple spots. So I'm trying to expand my permission and land I can metal detect. I don't know how much metal detecting videos I'm going to get out this season. I know there's a dedicated part of my fan base that loves the metal detecting, and I'm going to at least try to get, a handful of those videos out for y'all. What else? A huge thing that's coming up is the movie. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm making my first full-length film starting in mid to late spring. If y'all don't already know, I have a short film that I made a couple years ago called The New Boy. In the moment, I was really proud of it. It was probably my most, ambitious project. But looking back at it, there's a lot that I could have improved on. It's not even in 4K. Like, the quality is so bad. And so I've been really itching to make a full-length movie with better quality, with, just everything better. And I made a pretty full-length script, I guess, for it as well. That I finished that a couple months ago, so I'm definitely locked in on filming it this spring. It's just that there's more actors involved, so scheduling's going to be crazy. And of course, the whole process, filming and editing, is going to be long. And I have no deadline for when it's going to come out. I'm not putting myself on a deadline. Of course, I'm going to try to be done filming it this year, but I'm going to take my time, at least with the editing, and try to make it as quality as I can, And I don't know how much the movie's going to affect my scheduling and my routine. I don't know if I'm going to have to put some content on the back burner. I don't know yet. That's something that will be navigated live when that time comes. But that's something huge that's coming up, and I'm really excited for it. Just a sneak peek. It's going to be like a stoner horror comedy. Even though I don't smoke or anything like that, but I always thought the Cheech and Chong sort of comedy was hilarious. And then I also like kind of the horror comedy aspect of Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It's one of my favorite movies. Highly recommend it. So I was like, I want to kind of cross Tucker and Dale with a Cheech and Chong sort of vibe and make this stoner horror comedy in the woods. So that's kind of what it's going to be. And my friends and people acting in the movie that have read the script are pretty excited for it too. They think it has pretty good potential if we can all pull it off so that's something that's coming up. Regarding Blitzball, we may, because it did pretty well for the channel and we had fun doing it. We're definitely talking about doing a second season, but I don't think we're going to do it this year, just with the movie and everything else I got going on. We're going to shoot for 2026 and maybe expanding the league a little bit or doing 2v2. I don't know how it's going to look or how it's going to go exactly, but we're kind of burnt out on it, right? It's been hard just to get 4 people's schedules lined up to film this, and it's taken months. So we may play a few solo games and maybe switch things up to make some nice one-off blitzball videos. But if we do another season, it probably won't be till 2026. But I also want to do a Southern Woods Basketball League tournament and Football League tournament. So not 11 on 11, of course, maybe like a 4v4. So there's a lot of sport projects I want to do while I'm still young and my body is still good, especially with me getting back into shape. I'm real excited to do some sports stuff in the coming years. But for this year, probably going to steer away from it aside from some one-off videos. So the movie, of course, is what I'm focusing on. Outdoor contact like metal detecting. And then I'm going to try to, I've been kind of lacking this year hunting-wise. I mean, I had a couple videos that were actually successful, so it's been good. But I'd like to get more hunting content out next year. So I'm going to try to, change some things up and try to be better and maybe get some equipment that can help film the hunt a little bit more. And then regarding fishing, since I won't be doing Tour of Tuna, I'm going to try maybe to do a lot of experimental fishing videos, maybe add some competitive aspect like me, Anthony, and Liam, or me, Anthony, and Nathan go and buy 3 fruits or 3 different meats. I've seen videos like this, and I think we can incorporate it in our own way and put our own spin on it. So I'm going to mess around this fishing season and try to make some interesting videos regarding that. So, yeah, that's about it that I can think of right now. Of course, I'm going to have my own separate 1,000 subscriber thank you video and going over that when it officially happens. But that's kind of how 2024 went. It was very productive, very successful. All right, I assume I'm going to hit my goals and then exceed it a little bit too. So 2025, let's get another 1,000 of y'all on board on the Southern Woods community, and let's continue to grow and make content that everyone can enjoy. I'm not a one-trick pony. I never want to be. I see the success that Ages of Conflict videos are having, and I'm like, do I just make a spin-off gaming channel? Do I just devote my whole time to that? But I know if I do that, I'm going to get burnt out and not want to make them, and it's going to be less fun for me, which is going to be less fun for y'all. So, of course, it's going to be a part of my usual schedule, and if I keep rotating how I have been, each type of content will come out every 7 to 10, 12 days, so once every week and a half-ish. Ages of Conflict, the brand tournaments, which are going to be kind of shrunk up a little bit. I'm going to have food and drink reviews here and there. Probably kind of like this year, there weren't as many as I've done in the past. It used to be a bigger focus of my channel, not so much this year. It's going to be kind of like a supplemental thing. Metal detecting soon, then fishing, then hunting, and then, of course, the movie. And then, every once in a while, I'll make some one-off video that just interests me of something different. But thank you to every single one of y'all that are on board. And let's see what we can do in 2025. I'm very excited. Hope y'all are too. If there's anything you want me to do or any suggestions at all, definitely put it in the comments below. Hit this video with a like button. I want more of the channel to end up viewing this so they can see what's going on, or anyone new to the channel, they can see what I'm about and what's going to be happening. And if you're somehow still watching this video and aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, join the Southern Woods community. All right, we're making quite the crew, and I love all of y'all. I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed. Thank you, Jesus. Let's get it. 2025, here we go. Southern Woods out.